merge, and this is bad for PulseChain. Let me explain. Now, first of all, what is the Ethereum merge? It's essentially Ethereum moving from proof of work to proof of stake. Now, the simple explanation for this is that proof of work is more energy intensive, so they're moving to proof of stake, and also proof of this change also allows Ethereum to be less inflationary, to be more deflationary. So the amount of new Ethereum that's released every day reduces because of this change. A more technical explanation would be proof of work relies on validating transactions using computers and massive amounts of electricity. Proof of stake requires to use the cryptocurrency itself, Ethereum, money, right? You validate, the more money you have, the much more, that's how you become a validator for Ethereum. Now, this has massive implications for PulseChain because when Richard Hart announced the launch of PulseChain, he said, I am going to copy the entire Ethereum system state. But here's what happened. Someone else decided to copy the entire Ethereum system state because they said this, that proof of stake breaks Ethereum. So we want to keep Ethereum the way it is right now using proof of work. We want to maintain the core reasons why cryptocurrency exists, which is mostly censorship resistance. The argument is that proof of stake is not as censorship resistant as proof of work. Now, by censorship resistance, all I mean is that the ability to stop transactions or the ability to create rules on the blockchains that are new rules on top of the blockchain already. One of the big things people complain about, right, is censorship, right? I'm not allowed to do this, I'm not allowed to do this, but the blockchain allows people to be able to transact freely where no one can be banned. And so that's one of the key tenets of why some people said we want to maintain the proof of work chain. Now, how does that affect PulseChain? Simple. Because what they're doing is essentially they are forking the entire system state of Ethereum, everything, all the smart contracts, everything on Ethereum. And they've already done that, right? So we're going to take a look at it. And the key thing as well, right? What I see is this. Hexicans seem to be loving it. Hexicans seem to be loving this new Ethereum proof of stake, this new Ethereum proof of work chain, right? Because if you take a look at the transactions on Ethereum proof of work, Hex is right here on top with 8,100 transactions. And Hex is number 2 again with 4,536 transactions, right? So then we've got Hex here again with Rept ETH, massive. So Hex is pretty much dominating Ethereum proof of work right now, right? And in terms of volume, trading volume of $321,000. This is just a few days after launch, right? And so this is really cool. And the entire 24-hour trading volume for Ethereum proof of work blockchain is 1.6 million. I do think that ETH proof of work, if they were smart, they would start courting the Hex community because Hex is showing massive amounts of love to Ethereum proof of stake. Sorry, Ethereum proof of work. Liquidity, right? We've got $17,000 locked up here, and we've got about 2,600. We've got a little bit more as well. So I say all in all, if you had to make a guess, you'd say about 30,000 locked in terms of a total value locked of Hex on Ethereum proof of work that people are trading right now. Now, I don't know how you can trade this so far, but I think it's not yet completely super safe to start doing this right now, obviously, because we're just hearing about it. But I will say one thing, though, that I have noticed within the Hex PulseChain ecosystem is that we seem to be getting too excited by new coins launching, right? Every time you see a new coin launch, you get massive excitement, the coin pumps, and then obviously people lose interest, the coin dips as well. You can name whichever coin you want to, but most of them seem to be moving in that type of cycle. Will Hex proof of work do the same thing? I don't know. But looking at the price of Hex proof of work, it is really cheap, right? And one of the narratives that are obviously always gets pretty popular is that when people feel they missed out, they say, okay, well, imagine getting Hex at 0.001 cent, right? Which is how much Hex is on Ethereum proof of work. So that could be exciting to people. It would make people want to gobble up as much Hex as they can on Ethereum proof of work. All in all, I think that Ethereum proof of work does not have massive amounts of strength, massive amounts of community. I don't think it has that yet, but maybe it'll grow. The 24-hour trading volume for the entire chain is 1.6 million, which is bigger than most, right? Because if you take a look at, let's take HSC, this, I don't know which blockchain this is, but it has $59. Smart BCH, this is a side chain for Bitcoin Cash. It has 125,000 24-hour trading volume, and I don't know how long that's been out, but yeah, it's let's see, optimism. This is probably much bigger, because optimism has massive support in the Ethereum ecosystem. 55 million in the last 24 hours. Now, if PulseChain were to launch, I do believe at a bare minimum, worst case scenario, PulseChain launches, it has about $10 million 24-hour trading volume the first days. I anticipate it'll be much higher, but I'm just saying worst case scenario. I would expect it to have at least maybe say about 100 milli, because of the pent up demand, this super excitement that has been there for a very long time. But I do think that obviously what Ethereum proof of work is doing is it take out fire from PulseChain? Not exactly, but a little bit. If they were smart and they started to shield themselves to the X community, I think it could become a little bit of a small dent, right? Because there's been so much anticipation, so much excitement, and that would allow a little bit of release of that tension that's been built up over the past year or so. All in all, let me know what you think about Ethereum proof of work, and what you think about how will it have an impact on Hex, on PulseChain, all of that. I certainly think it won't. I'm not even too excited about Hex, on Hex proof of work Ethereum. I'm not excited about that, but I do see a lot of Hexicans seem to already started playing with it. Right now, most people, I think what they would like to do is, once we have a good trading platform, a good automated market maker like Uniswap on Ethereum proof of work, I think lots of Hexicans will start dumping their Hex and then on Ethereum proof of work, and then buying more Hex on Ethereum, which is Ethereum proof of stake right now. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all of this stuff, right? Because this is massive stuff. There isn't much happening. I will say this also. I did expect a massive splash with Ethereum merge, but we didn't get that. We just had that maybe a few hours of Ethereum news, and then it's quiet, it's gone. And to think that we've been building up to it for Ethereum for years. I mean, Ethereum proof of stake was expected in 2017. We're getting it in 2022, but we don't have the massive excitement to come with it. So I am kind of a little bit disappointed there. But all in all, it is what it is. The market is not super exciting right now. It's kind of boring. And I haven't been around for the past few days. Been a little bit busy with other stuff. And I think it's almost about to finish the other stuff I've been doing. So I will be a little bit busy for the next few days. But hopefully I will be back really soon. And I will keep dropping videos here and there. I will try, though, today to maybe make a few videos so that I can post tomorrow and the day after. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you again next time. Cheers. Not financial advice.